Hello, it's John from Experience This 360 Travel. This video will dive into the truth about all-inclusive resort reviews, what you need to know, and how to spot fake reviews. So you found a fabulous place, a nice beach in Mexico or Jamaica, Aruba, and now you are looking at an all-inclusive resort to get into vacation mode. There are literally hundreds, if not thousands, of resorts in the area you are looking at. You hop on Expedia, Google, Hotwire, Booking.com, your airline travel website. There are just as many booking sites as there are resorts. You note a few resorts and you start to look at the reviews. It's a 5-star resort with dozens of reviews, all 5-star, and then one grumpy review, giving only 2 stars. You scroll down and find a bunch more, all 5 stars, and again, one 3-star mixed in. So, what reviews do you trust? Who wrote them? And will you have a 5-star experience or a 2-star? Well, let's break down the review process and find out. Resorts and booking sites often give themselves a rating based on amenities and not whether or not they're good or bad, or even these amenities being in working order. Often resorts will pump up their rating system a star or two, and that is why a lot of 3-star resorts are labeled as 4 or even 5-star resorts. It's marketing, so take this into consideration. Likewise, many of the reviews on their own sites were written by the marketing team, so you can't trust the resort linked reviews. But what about user reviews on Google or Expedia? Well, Expedia and many other booking sites are trying to control fake reviews, just like Amazon has done. They have implemented a policy in which to leave a review, you have had to have booked with them and had to stay at this property. It's a verified review. It's a good step. But even these verified reviews sometimes cannot be trusted. And it's not that they are fake reviews, but manipulated reviews. That sounds strange, doesn't it? Well, let me explain. You were at a resort and a bartender chats you up. He asks you for a favor. He asked if you could, in writing your review on Google or any other site, give him 5 stars and actually mention his name. He might say it will help him keep his job or he might get a raise. Well, feeling friendly, you decide to do it. Give the resort a 5-star review and name the bartender. The bartender, like other staff, are told by their management to solicit for reviews, especially if the resort has had some bad reviews come in. If the bartender does get a review, obviously he does get compensated. You may find you could get simple upgrades in return for your review: top shelf drinks, faster service. In any event, it's a paid review. It's manipulation. Don't be part of it. It only leads to lesser quality of service in the long term. Next up are travel bloggers and travel writers. Now, not everyone falls into this category, but there are a lot of people and a lot of room for doubt here when it comes to reviews. Many new travel writers assume that if they post super positive reviews of hotels and resorts, and the management might take notice of this and compensate for their travels. Some travel writers do get free upgrades, discounts, even stays. Can you trust those reviews? Probably not. There are a lot of travel websites with professionally written reviews, but a lot of these come from the marketing team of the resorts and the actual booking sites, or they come from travel agents trying to sell you the vacation. Next up is a future monster: AI written travel articles and reviews. Artificial intelligence is getting to a point where it can write a decent article. And AI is now writing reviews for resorts and hotels. As a result, it's hard to tell the real human experience and the AI fake reviews. So, how do you research a particular resort? First, do a lot of surfing. Go to every site and look up multiple reviews. Look for reviews that don't simply praise, but look for a balance. If multiple reviews indicate poor food, it's probably a good bet the resort has bad food. But sometimes negative reviews are often very over exaggerated, so take them with a grain of salt. I've been to some horrible hotels and resorts that had some positives, and I've been to some exceptionally good resorts that did have some negatives to them. Look for quality reviews, not just a star rating. Some reviews are determined by weather, something the resort has no control over, or that the airline messed up their flights and they were delayed. Again, the resort has no control over that. Look for errors as well. Humans make spelling errors, grammar errors, and sometimes are written by someone who isn't a native English speaker. AI hasn't evolved to make these mistakes to fool us just yet. The next thing to do is look at the overall rating. Some resorts have tens of thousands of reviews. Look at the date ranges. Sometimes resorts get really positive reviews when they first opened and are brand new, but as they aged, the reviews trended downward. And sometimes resorts actually do a lot of work to improve. So you might see a resort with poor reviews, but they are actually doing well in terms of recent guests. And finally, if you do want to help out a resort employee who was spectacular, email their boss and let them know. That is more effective than a resort manager sifting through reviews looking for who has done well or not. And it also keeps reviews relevant and not solicited. I hope this information was helpful, and if you found it useful, consider subscribing and giving us a like. Comment below on how you determine which resort is right for you and how you spot fake reviews.